Hello everyone. Let's start with Academic Psychology in India UGC NET Paper 2. Psychology is unfathomable, deep and boundless. It is interesting to know about its history. Many of its sisterly subjects are economics, anthropology, biology. In modern times, psychology has emerged and interconnected with neuroscience, biofeedback, and psychoneuroimmunology. How it emerged as a discipline, how it established as a evidence-based scientific research of modern world. We will be going to know about this in this video. When India was under colonial influence, people were getting education on the lines of Oxford and Cambridge education system. Formal education system of psychology started in earlier 20th century. Slowly and gradually, these academic institutions became non-performance by increase in student population, political interventions and manipulations, also by lack of research funding. In 1950s and 60s, India was facing some challenging issues related to social harmony. There was caste and communal conflicts. Also, there was required to manage the labor in industrial sector. So the need to understand people in organization and maintaining their intergroup relations was required. Some of the eminent researchers are Ganguly studied industrial productivity and motivation, Paranjpe caste prejudice and discrimination, A.K. Singh studied religious identity and prejudice, Kakar studied the socialization and rituals practiced during child rearing. Western psychology views self as a separate from external world. In contrast, Indian psychology views self as connected with the universe. Traditionally, psychology has its philosophical roots. Many ancient healers practiced herb treatment. They had knowledge of ragas, music therapy, and hymns. They also told stories, moral stories, parables to common men and children. Their knowledge of spiritual energy helped for treating mental problems. The oldest or ancient textbook, Bhagavad Gita, has been considered as the book on counseling. It describes needs, urges, and desires of human beings. It clearly depicts how ego, superego works. It also explains about the state of enlightenment. When East India Company came and colonized India, it wanted some educated Indians who could assist them in administration of the land. So they wanted to understand the local custom and laws as well. In that way, they dissociated Vedas, Upanishads, Advaita Yoga, and meditation from the education structure. Western countries took long time to accept psychology as a status of science, but as it was introduced in India, it was accepted as science without raising any brow or without any hesitation. Our culture has its roots with inner world. Experimental psychology of West influenced Sir Ashutosh Mukherjee. He was a prolific Bengali educator, jurist, barrister, and mathematician. He was the first student to be awarded as dual degree in maths and physics from Calcutta University. Later, he served the same university as a vice chancellor. In 1916, first psychological lab under the leadership of Dr. Narendranath Sengupta established. He was educated from Harvard, who also have worked with Hugo Munsterberg. Gunamuddin Devi Bose was the founder head of Department of Psychology in University of Madras. In 1933, Girindra Shekhar Bose established first psychological clinic. Later, in 1938, this became section of applied psychology. He did his PhD on the concept of repression, published the journal Samiksha, and became first president of Indian Psychoanalytic Society. Indian Science Congress was formed around 1914, where meeting of scientists and researchers held to advance and promote the cause of science. In 1938, Jung, Mayers, and Spearman were invited. They helped India to establish applied psychology wing at Calcutta University. In 1945, the university offered certificate course in applied and abnormal psychology, which was made Department of Applied Psychology, and this new department started offering courses from 1967. Till 1947, the only three universities had psychology: Calcutta, Mysore, and Patna. Brajendranath Seal was one of the greatest scholars who was addressed as Acharya. He was a moving university. He made Hindu philosophy and Indian ideas known to the Western world. He pointed out shortcomings in philosophies of Hegel, Spencer, and advocated the concept of world humanism. Rabindranath Tagore, Swami Vivekanand, Max Muller, Michael Sadler, and many others were greatly attracted by his search for knowledge and concept of research. He was the first to advise Sir Ashutosh Mukherjee the curriculum in postgraduate program of psychology in University of Calcutta. In 1924, Mysore University was headed by Charles Spearman student M.V. Gopalaswamy. The other two renowned scholars who joined the department were B. Kuppuswamy and B. Krishnan. Later, some other universities have also opened the departments later, like in Dhaka, now Bangladesh, Lucknow, Aligarh, Madras, and Patna.